in the world is on my front porch? Last year, I set a goal for myself, and that was to landscape my yard this spring and summer. And I go around and I was talking to Shane about our driveway. And apparently, when people pull in our driveway, they have no clue where to park because they're pulling into Snead's farmhouse and there's a house. And they don't know whether to go to the right or to the left. And sometimes people drive all the way down to my farm and they don't understand where to park. And many times people park in our grass. And so we're hoping to alleviate some of these issues. I'm really struggling to get Larry out of his bedroom. And today they were doing our driveway and I said, hey, you're going outside with me today because they're redoing our driveway and me and you need to watch them to make sure they're doing their job right. So he got up in his wheelchair and I rolled him out and he stayed outside with me most of the day. And I was very thankful, but it absolutely wore him out. Okay, Bad Leroy Brown sees all these people at our house and he is standing at the gate in alert, ready to kick some tail. One thing about our property is it's not level and we have a lot of drainage issues. So we ended up buying 4 pipes and we're having those placed in so that the water can run under the driveway so it doesn't get flooded. I get the question all the time, Judy, are you going to open back up to the public and get your USDA license? And the answer is I have no idea. And the reason I say that is because Judy personally loves field trips, loves tours. But I don't know if that's what I'm supposed to be doing. But I do know that in order for me to open up to the public, if God leads me in that direction, I do know that the driveway and certain things need to be fixed so that I can be ensured that I get my certification. And if the day comes where I do open back up to the public, I have all my ducks in a row. So they sent me off to get another pipe. So there'll be a total of 3 pipes that should help with the drainage, hopefully for the education center, so that the education center doesn't get flooded. And also it will help with the drain of our yard and so forth. And I'm hoping all this looks great, and I hope that we have a great drainage system because right now it's terrible. I probably should pay attention to Shane more often. I'm sitting here looking at this truck. I'm like, this pipe is not going to fit in here. But I should listen to Shane and learn how to strap these down. I hope I have a strap in here. He'd help me. Thank God. Thank God that man helped me strap the pipe down. They ended up calling me, telling me I needed 2 pipes. So I drove home with 2 pipes on the top of the truck strapped down. Can you imagine what I look like? So now they're able to dig and put these pipes in and get the road started. A road to recovery. And look at the old alpacas. They're looking out at our driveway going, okay, I'm on alert now. Who is here? Who is here? Coco on the other end, she could care less. I don't even know how she's sleeping with all this noise going on. What you're seeing now is going to be a circle. So when people pull into the education center, such as the center, they don't have to back up. They can take the car forward and go into the circle and go directly out of our driveway. The driveway will consist of tar and dirt combination, so the rocks will not move at all. And that will alleviate problems with the rock going down the hill from drainage. He plans to put 2 coats of rock so that is really tough and sturdy, and that Shane's equipment, when it goes across it, the rocks still do not move. Another problem that we had with our land was going to the creek. Unfortunately, it kept getting ruts because of the water rushing off the hill. So we decided to take the driveway almost halfway down that area so that it eliminate all the problem of our yard having ruts. Our carport always stayed muddy and nasty. So we are putting the tar and the rock up under our carport as well to eliminate all the mud that ends up coming into the house, and maybe it'll cut back on all the housework that I have to do. Here you see him spraying the tar. He's putting that layer down, and then the layers of rock will actually go over that tar. Here he's using, I don't know what that's actually called. I'm calling it a roller. It's probably not called that. But he's rolling it down to impact the rock into the tar to keep it secure. The actual driveway will be for another day. Shane and I need to save up to get that done. We're going to have to dig that asphalt up and redo it, but we'll have to save up before that's done. And before we dig up the asphalt, we have to knock down all those pine trees because the roots have gone up under the driveway, which has caused a lot of issues. So now, what do you think of Snead's farmhouse in the driveway? Is it confusing? But we will add a wooden fence over there by the education center where the grass patch is. In the world is on my front porch? I gotta get these dogs inside. I just got home. I had to go to the doctor today, and I came home and I was like, what? What is this? Like Christmas. I'm so excited. What is that? Oh my gosh. I know y'all are like, what is that? Hang on, I'm gonna show you. I have been needing this so bad. It is 2 huge this is a water container, and this is a feeder for my chickens and my ducks and my geese. Oh my God.
so exciting. You know what? I have to say this. Let me get on my hands and knees. I never thought in my entire life that I would be so ripped up excited about getting a feeder and a waterer. And I'm thinking, am I in a midlife crisis or am I in a dreamland? Like a fairy tale? Like what the heck? I love my life now. And I sometimes I just want to interview my children and go, what do you think about your mom and the farm? One day I'm going to do that. One day I'm literally going to interview them and say, what the heck? Just start talking. What do you think about what I've done? And I want to see what they say. That was just the first box. Yeah, we have more. We have more. This is better than Christmas. This is like a farm girl's dream. I get to test out their incubator. Shut the front door. Are you serious right now? There's more. I got a watering bucket for my big animals. It says it's a feed pan. I really need 3 of these. I'm thinking my pigs, because look how durable they are. So durable. Okay. We got another box. Are y'all excited as me? I like when my animals get presents. Okay, let's see. Shane was saying, Judy, where's your pocket? And I'm like, ooh. These are duck. For your ducks, for your geese. It's a special one for your geese and duck. So I don't know if you noticed, but this water for ducks has these little cups. They go in here. Let me tell you how awesome that is. So ducks like to stick their beak in the food and then stick their beak in the water to swallow it because they're not like chickens, right? So what happens is in a waterer, there's mud, there's feed and so forth. So to keep these things clean, all you have to do is dump out the extra feed and shabam, you have clean water. How awesome is that?